Hello everyone, welcome back to the W. I'm Gianluca P, and here's my co-host, Dane Weinerman.
The Bring a Vet to School Day is one of the traditions that Mount Pleasant schools take part in. This event is hosted at Columbus Elementary School, and it marks its 10-year anniversary celebrating our veterans.
There's so much that goes into this day. Our first two news packages are a behind-the-scenes look at the art and chorus room as they prepare for this massive event.
Hello, welcome to the W. Kids from Columbus Elementary School prepared cards and other artwork for the veterans to take home. The honor band class has been practicing for the ceremony and are ready to show their skills to the veterans.
1, 2, begin, go!
Hi, I'm Megan Alexander and welcome back to the W. Today I'm here with
Jillian L,
and it's Bring a Vet to School Day at Columbus Elementary School.
so come take a look.
What branch were you a part of?
I was in the Army.
How long did you serve in the Army?
Active duty, 7 years.
What were you based out of?
I spent the first 3 years at Fort Carson, Colorado, and the next 3 years at Redstone Arsenal, Alabama.
What was your favorite memory?
Favorite memory? Just leading people. I was lieutenant and then the captain.
Oh, you were? That's
Yes.
awesome. What was boot camp like?
I wasn't in boot camp. I went to West Point.
Oh, okay,
That
that's
was 4
cool.
years of boot camp. It was good.
So what's your name?
Yulia Kieran M.
What branch were you a part of?
Army.
How long did you serve in the Army?
I joined in 2022 and I'm still in the service.
Oh, wow.
I'm planning to stay for a few more years.
Good. What were you based out of?
My base is in Long Island and Farmingdale, but for any big training, we would go to Fort Dix, New Jersey.
Do you have a favorite memory so far?
Just a memory from the basic training together with my teammates, going through obstacle courses. Yeah.
What was boot camp like?
It was hard, but more mentally than physically. But there was also a lot of good and lessons that you learn, and you meet a lot of people that you're friends for life with.
What's your name?
Michael McNerney,
What branch were you a part of?
Marine Corps,
How long did you serve?
2 years.
Where were you based out of?
Bounced around. I went from South Carolina, North Carolina, Hawaii, and California.
That's fun. What was your favorite memory?
My favorite memory, just being young.
What was boot camp like?
Marine Corps boot camp is the most difficult boot camp out of any of the branches. Everyone knows that. Very difficult, very challenging. A memory that it's something that I'm so proud I did, but would never want to do again.
Yeah. Can you tell me about the hill?
The hill? We used to call it drag-ass hill because after a whole day of training, there was the hill going home, and then they called it drag-ass hill because you were tired.
What's your name?
El DePaulo.
Nice to meet you. I like your pin a lot. So, what is something you've learned from all the veterans today and seeing your grandfather?
I've learned that being a part of any part of the military can be like a lot of fun for them.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
In this package, Columbus Elementary School invited us to film Take a Vet to School Day.
We interviewed multiple vets, and we took a peek at their breakfast and ceremony event.
Hi, I'm Kieran M with the W, and I'm here with...
My name is Frank Aligno. I'm 99 years old. I've been in Thornwood here for over 60 years.
What branch of the military were you part of?
I served with a support group in Italy during the war, the support group to the 15th Air Corps, which was bombing most of Europe during the war.
And how long did you serve for?
I served for approximately 2 years. I was a truck driver, picked up supplies at the depots that came in by boat and plane, delivered them to the bases.
Where were you based out of?
I was based in Italy, in Naples, in Pisa, and in Bari in Italy.
What was boot camp like for you?
Boot camp was in Blanding, Florida. It was a hurry-up training course because they needed a lot of replacement troops in Europe.
And what was it like coming home?
Coming home was fun. I went from Italy to Trinidad, Tobago, and then from there back to the States where we're waiting discharge.
Thank you very much.
Where were you when you were in the Army?
I was in Frankfurt, Germany for 1 year. And then my time in the Army was finished, and I got out, and I came home.
I'm Kieran M with the W, and I'm here with...
Mike Hannigan.
And Ted Underwood.
What branch of the military were you guys a part of?
I was in the Navy.
So was I.
Alright. How long did you guys serve for?
Almost 5 years.
I was 4 years almost.
Where were you guys based out of?
I was based out of Groton, Connecticut, and also Hawaii.
I was in Holylock, Scotland. Well, first Norfolk, Virginia, then Holylock, Scotland for 2 years and 8 months.
What was boot camp like for you guys?
In one simple word, very annoying. That's all I got. Very annoying.
Mine was a lot less annoying because I had different responsibilities. I didn't have to get out there with a 96 count manual of arms and stuff like that. And I was in blocker checking and a couple other cushy things that were nice.
Yep.
So.
And what was it like for you guys to come home?
That was always great. You know, I mean, more so on like, you know, if you had like a weekend liberty or something and you were actually home, like in the country, that was nice. You know, sure, it was nice to see the family. Yeah.
Yeah, that was back when, you know, there was a lot of anti-service people sentiment during the Vietnam War, but I didn't encounter any of that. So it was nice, beautiful.
All right, thank you guys.
All right, thanks.
Thank you guys so much.
We are so thankful to our veterans and Columbus Elementary School for hosting us. The Bring a Vet to School Day ceremony will be shown at the end of the broadcast. Signing off, this is Dane Weinerman and Gianluca P from the W. Thank you.
I've lived while others died, and all of them deserve our...
As part of the Bring a Vet to School Day, the vets were invited back to the classrooms to share their stories.
I was in the Army a long time ago. Apparently we were all in the Army a long time ago. But those are the good days. But it was a different time. Different time because it was one of the things we wanted to do. We joined because we wanted to. We served because we wanted to. We got out when we wanted to. So that's a good thing. Going to West Point, that small school up the river here. Perhaps you've been there once or twice. It's a military school. 4 years, and you graduate as a second lieutenant. So in 1971, I graduated. That was a long time ago. I'm 76 years old. I was at Fort Carson, Colorado for 3 years with the Mechanized Infantry Division, 4th Mechanized Infantry Division. Had just come home from Vietnam. I was with them for 3 years. And then after that, I went to Redstone Arsenal in Alabama with the Missile Intelligence Agency. I was a military intelligence officer. it was a wonderful tour, wonderful location.
But I spent 2 years in the Army, from 1966 to 1968. October 12th was the exact date. And I went through basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. From there I went to military police school, where I became a military policeman. And from there they shipped me off to Vietnam. As a military police, my job was to keep our soldiers safe and out of trouble. Now, Vietnam, police department was stationed in a town called Bung Tau. They had their own police department to handle their citizens. And we worked together as some military and Vietnamese had problems. This was a peaceful town. There was no fighting in this town.
I was a young man when I was drafted into the Army. At that young age of 19, I wanted to be a police officer. And as it turns out, I go into the Army, and what do they make of me? They make me a military policeman as a draftee. It's very, very unusual to have a draftee into the military police, and I was very fortunate to have that honor placed on me. Went there to Fort Gordon, Georgia. We had the MP school, and that's where I graduated MP school. Then I was stationed after school and becoming an MP, I was stationed in Germany because we had plenty of troops there left over from World War II. We had thousands of military men, airmen, and I don't think Navy I didn't see over there, but we had a lot of people in the military that were in Germany at the time. Myself, I always wanted to be a police officer, so I was happy to be in the military police. I served 2 years in the military, and in my second year, first and second year, I was in Germany, like I said. When it was time for me to get out of the military, I put in an application about 3 months before to the local police department where I live now, in the town of Carmel Police Department. I gave them my background, and guess what? I finished the military service, and then I was sworn in as a police officer in the town and village of Carmel, Putnam County, New York, not too far from here. So I took all of those experiences I had as an MP and put them to use. When I came out of the Army, I signed all my papers to get out of the Army at Fort Dix, New Jersey, place to put my feet in a new career. I was with the Carmel Police Department for about 15 years, and after that I joined the FBI. I turned in my application to the FBI, and in 1980 I became an FBI agent, served in the New York office 30 years as an FBI agent, and here I am today looking at you and wishing that I was your age. Thank you very much.
Welcome, honored veterans, to Columbus Elementary School's Take a Vet to School Day. As many of you know, World War I ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, and the entire world celebrated as a truce was signed, declaring the war was finally over. In 1938, Veterans Day became a federal holiday celebrated annually on November 11th, and it is a special day where we remember the sacrifices of veterans who have fought for our country. Someone once said, heroes don't wear capes or tights. They wear dog tags and combat boots. All of us here at Columbus Elementary School agree, and as a result, our gymnasium today is filled with over 50 heroes, and we are truly blessed to have each of you here. Students, we hope that by having these veterans in your classroom today, their experiences have helped you to understand the importance of their heroics and the impact on all of us and our lives today. At this time, I would like to introduce our principal, Mr. Kevin Hanlon.
Good morning, students, families, staff, and our honored guests. It's with great pleasure that we gather for the 10th annual Take a Vet to School Day. I'd like to warmly welcome our superintendent, Dr. G, members of our Board of Education, district office, and my fellow building administrators, ceremony guests, and most importantly, as I said before, our honored veterans. I'm especially honored to welcome the veterans joining us, returning, those for the first time, and those I think in the cafeteria we saw some 7-time returners. So thank you for continuing to return with us. Your stories of sacrifice and service bring lessons to life in a way that no textbook can match. This is one of the best days of the school year for our Columbus community. And this being my first one, I'm blown away. Our monthly portrait of a learner with qualities reflective today invites everyone, students, staff, families, and guests, to consider what it means to sacrifice, serve, and stand up for what you believe in. There is no way to duplicate what our students take away from today's experience. Students, I hope you took time today to ask thoughtful questions, that you listened closely, and showed great respect. Teachers and volunteers, thank you for creating a welcome space where these conversations can happen and where student curiosity can thrive. To our veterans, your presence here matters today. By sharing your stories, you strengthen our Columbus community and help shape the character of our learners. We are grateful for your service and for the ways you model courage, commitment, and compassion. Thank you for what you did and for what you continue to do every day. Next up, I'd like to introduce Michaela Gieran, a current 9th grader at Westlake High School, who has fond memories of this day as a Columbus student. Michaela is pursuing her Girl Scout Gold Award and would like to say a few words. Please join me in welcoming Michaela.
Before I begin today, I would like to say good morning to Dr. G. Rizzo, the Board of Education members, our building administrators, our staff, faculty, students, and of course, our veterans. My name is Michaela Gehring, and I'm a Juliet Senior Girl Scout from Mount Pleasant Service Unit 713. On behalf of my fellow Girl Scouts, I'd like to thank each and every veteran here today for their service and their sacrifice. We know that freedom doesn't come easy. It takes bravery, dedication, and love for your country. Qualities that each and every veteran here today has shown through their service, whether it be past or present. Because of you, we are all able to grow up, live, learn in a country where we can follow our dreams and speak our minds. Within the Girl Scouts organization, we learn about leadership, teamwork, and service. But you, our veterans, have shown us what those words truly mean. You have led with honor, you have worked together through hardships, and most importantly, you have served not for the recognition, but for the good of others and this country. 2 years ago, I stood before many of you here today to present my Silver Award project called the Salute to Service Cookie Delivery. Since that time, as a service unit, we have continued to deliver cookies to over 125 veterans within the Mount Pleasant community, in an effort to show appreciation for their sacrifices and service. Today, I am here to share with you that from my Girl Scout Gold Award project, entitled Remembering with Respect, I have proposed the construction of a permanent memorial honoring all the veterans who have served in our community. This memorial will serve as a place for remembrance, honor, and education for our students, faculty, family, and anyone visiting the Columbus Elementary School property. The design includes a bench, a flag retirement box, and a plaque at the base of the flagpole. The memorial will serve as a public space for appreciation and reflection. Thank you to Dr. J. Rizzo, Mr. Stracht, Mr. Hanlon, Mrs. Galbo, Mrs. Sirachi, and Mrs. Callanan, and the Columbus Elementary School Student Council for all their efforts that have helped me launch this project and make my vision a reality. Today, we want you, our veterans, to know that your sacrifices are not forgotten.
So he was born in Villa Santa Maria, Abruzzo, Italy in 1943. He went to school for 8 years and then he attended culinary school. You know what that is? So he learned how to be a chef, learned how to cook. So he trained as a chef in Rome, Italy, before moving to the United States to join his family in Yonkers, New York. He worked at a restaurant where he met his wife, Rita. Not long after meeting his wife, he enlisted in the United States Army, and he was hoping to become a U.S. citizen. I think we have a picture of him up there in his uniform. In 1967, think about that, 1967, he was sent to basic training at Fort Jackson, where he joined Company A, 1st Battalion. This began his service in the U.S. Army during the Vietnam era. After 2 years and 2 injuries, right? He was honorably discharged as a private first class and received the National Defense Service Medal. After he left, he joined his family business and he opened and owned a restaurant in Yonkers with his brother Angelo in the early 1990s. And after that, he opened a wine and liquor importing and distributorship. He never had the opportunity, though, to earn a high school diploma. He taught himself all the skills he needed, like how to read. And the U.S. Army helped him learn many valuable life lessons. Raise your hand if you want to meet this veteran. Okay. Well, you're lucky because he's here today. Our veteran is Mr. Pietro De Paolo. Let's give him a big round of applause. This honored veteran. We know about a program called Operation Recognition. And this is a law that allows our school district to grant a high school diploma to Mr. De Paolo. It's pretty cool. This law applies. Let me just go back. Do you remember I told you that he didn't get a high school diploma when he was a young child or a high school-age student, right? He went right into the military. So we're allowed to use this law to give him a high school diploma. So I'm going to call up our high school principal, Mr. Brady, to help us.
Good morning. Let me open by simply saying that I'm humbled to be here today and in the presence of so many that have given so much to this great country. On behalf of the Westlake High School faculty, staff, and students, I want to thank all of you for your service to our country. I also want to thank Mr. Hanlon, Ms. Denman, Ms. Galbo, Mr. Mayor, and all other faculty and staff that have helped make this event possible. We started this great tradition a few years ago using this most appropriate day to honor veterans who, in service of their country, left high school prior to their graduation and therefore had not been awarded their diploma. Today, I'm here to recognize one incredible veteran that has certainly earned their diploma. Under Operation Recognition, as so designated by the New York State Division of Veterans Affairs and created by Section 305 of New York State Education Law, empowers me, as principal of Westlake High School, with the approval by Dr. Gia Rizzo, our superintendent of schools, to announce the following official proclamation. In accordance with Section 305 of the New York State Education Law, and in recognition of Pietro DiPaolo's active duty service in the United States Army, it is my privilege and honor to present Mr. DiPaolo with the Westlake High School diploma on this day, November 7th, 2025. Dr. Gia Rizzo, Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education of Mount Pleasant Central School District, join me in acknowledging and thanking you for your service to this great nation, and we are honored to award you with your Westlake High School diploma.
And you will always have our undying gratitude. Please join me and our Columbus community in a round of applause for our veterans. Thank you. In a moment, we will ask all of our veterans to please remain seated as our students leave the gymnasium. We also invite you to stay for a group photo, and please remember to take your special gift below your chairs with you. Once again, thank you very much.